When you log into the interpreter website, this is what you will see. It defaults to a calendar of today's jobs, but that can easily be changed here. You can look at tomorrow's jobs. You can look at this week's jobs. And you can see that this banner here, this menu item here, changes as you change the date range. You can see that for this week, I have 150 minutes scheduled, 2 appointments. I'm estimated to be paid $100 for that, and I have been paid this amount. Over here you have notifications, including offers, jobs that have been assigned to you, jobs you have accepted, etc. These job offers can also be seen under the open jobs. You can interact with them either place. When you double click on the job, it gives you a little bit more information. You can see the date, the time, the duration. There may be notes here. There may be more information here regarding what type of job it is. You won't see the client or the deaf consumer's name until you accept the job. If you'd like to assign the job, if you would like to accept the job, you can click Assign this job to me. That is job 606 on 10/25. So if we go back to the dashboard, we can now see that 606 is in our assigned jobs this week. To get rid of these notifications, you just delete them, and that would also be the way you would decline a job in this website. And you can clear those out. You can delete all of the notifications if you'd like to. Up here you have access to your profile. You can see all of the information that's been populated for you. Make sure everything looks correct. Make any changes that you need to. We've already looked at the open jobs. It's empty now since we have accepted that job. You can see a list of assigned jobs here. You'll notice on the right that there are columns, and you can actually choose which columns you'd like to see. This service provided for column shows you the deaf consumer's name. It's hidden right now for security purposes. And this what button, this what column will also give more information, more detailed information about the job. So you can choose, you can change those at any time, but it should remember your preferences. You can sort those and search those at any time. For example, sorting them by date. You can search for the client, and it will just give you those. You would be able to search for the consumer if you had that column visible as well. This tab is for closed jobs that you have already completed actuals on. This is empty right now, but once we start using Atrium for tracking payments, that will come in here. Availability, this is your weekly availability. This is your set hours. I would not use this to put in your availability that changes frequently, but if you are an interpreter who has a full-time job from 8 to 3, it's probably safe to put in that job at this point. So if you are that interpreter who has a job from 8 to 3, you would want to add your availability is from 3 p.m. to midnight maybe on Mondays, or 8 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, whatever your general availability is. If you have a regular job on Wednesday from 10 to 2 maybe, you might have availability from 8 a.m. until 9:30, and then you might have availability again at 2:30, and that's going to be p.m. It doesn't like how I put that in. You got to have the leading 0. 2:30 until maybe 10 o'clock p.m. So you can put in more than one. We need that leaving 0 again. You can put in more than one time slot for a day. This over here is for unavailability for a specific time period. For example, I'm going on vacation from November 5th to the 11th. Any of these slots when you are not available means if we have a job during that time, you will not show up as an available interpreter. This is your credentials management. We have uploaded the documents we have in Aqua into Atrium, so they should all be ready here. You'll get notified or warned when they're expiring. You should get an email, automated email, and you'll also be notified if you have expired qualifications. So take a look at that, make sure everything looks right there. And that is a brief overview of the Interpreter Portal website.